talk about the moving of the game time, potential hurricane. With the atmosphere that was there tonight for the fans that showed out, just how good was that?
It felt great. I know our guys, lived off of that a little bit. That energy lifted them up. And for the, fans to come out, in these circumstances, our guys to respond in these circumstances says a testament about our guys and who they are.
Coach, Melissa Thomas with Florida National News. I know one of the big things was getting the guys to defend without fouling. How do you feel they did this game compared to the previous ones?
Well, early on, I thought we picked up a couple quick ones, a couple swipe downs, but for the most part, limiting them to, 19 free throws is pretty good for a team that, thrives off of getting to the free throw line and drawing fouls.
We've heard you talk about this team's resilience a lot. As far as kind of learning how to play through mistakes and not letting mistakes linger, is that an area where you've seen this team really grow? And what kind of effect does that have when, like Franz had that turnover, came back, challenged that layup, missed it, and then that led to the game-tying 3 in the fourth? Or what does that do for the team when they see that, hey, if I let this mistake go, I can still make a play here?
Well, our guys have had meetings. We talk about the next play mentality, and our mental skills coach, Franco, did a great job, and Dr. Joe did a great job of just telling them to move on past it. And that's what these guys are doing. You can't compound the mistake, by hanging your head. You got to go past it, get back on defense, and play that next possession.
Coach, you mentioned to us before the game that Chuma had some success in the past defending, Luka. How do you feel he did, especially in the fourth quarter, defending a superstar in the NBA without fouling, contesting shots and kind of getting under him a little bit?
I think he did a great job. You talk about his versatility, being able to guard multiple positions, but then when needed to stay on Luka, he did a great job staying on his body, showing his hands the entire time, trying not to grab and reach. I think he did a very good job.
How do you think the team did in terms of sticking to Luka, doubling him at times, but also find that balance between getting that to the three-point shooters? And I know that's a tough balance to find.
I think we did a really good job. I think our ability to get out to shooters, obviously they missed some big shots. Spencer got going a little bit, but those off the dribble threes. I think our guys flew around a ton with the multiple efforts, just being able to contest all shots, and then understand as we changed the defense, they did a great job of responding to that and keeping them off balance.
What have you thought of Franz's progression as a decision maker with the ball in his hands? It seems like things are slowing down for him, the more playmaking reps he gets.
I think he's continuing to grow. That's why, putting the ball in his hands, he saw something out there with he and Dell in the pick and roll and then spacing the floor with shooters around. I think he did a good job navigating. The ultimate sign of respect was that they were going for double teams and trying to get it out of his hands, off the ball. So that's a sign of respect of what they think he's done.
The end of the game has obviously been a bit of a struggle for this group. What did you think about the way that the team closed things out in the fourth quarter? How does a feeling like this, even the feeling of from last Thursday winning the Golden State game, how does the feeling of this and executing from the lead, how does that help this team grow and take that next step?
I'm really happy with the poise. Our guys did a great job of not overreacting, not panicking, understanding what was working, how they were defending. They tried to speed us up. I think Franz did a great job of coming off the ball quickly. Wendell in the middle of the floor being a decision maker. So I'm very happy and pleased with the poise of this group down the stretch.
All right, all good? Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Chuma and Franz.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Franz, you could just put the microphone.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Dan Savage.
Chuma, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. Just talk about what you did out there tonight on Luka, trying to make it tough on him, and your guys' perimeter defense as a whole.
Honestly, Luka was our focus coming into the game. He's one of the best in the league, scoring, passing, all of that. So my game plan going into the game was a coach's game plan. We had a specific game plan on what we wanted to do, which was pressure him, not make nothing easy. Basically not make nothing easy on defense, on offense. So, that was the game plan for the whole game.
Just talk about the fan environment tonight, Chuma. Obviously the game got moved up to an earlier game time, and there's a hurricane about to approach. But the way the fans showed out and the atmosphere to help you guys along tonight.
I mean, that's always big. The fans are always showing out, especially these last couple games we had at home. For them to come out like this when the game was moved up, and plus a hurricane about to come, that was major. And I feel like that also played a part in our win as well. The energy at home has been very impactful these last few games.
Franz, coach has talked all year about your guys' resiliency. It seems like you guys are one place that you've grown is the ability to kind of take bad plays and kind of forget them. Speaking like that turnover you had, I think in the fourth quarter that you came back, kind of blocked or changed that layup, and then I think that led to the game-tying three. What is that an area where you guys have put some focus on, or is that an area that you guys feel like you've grown a lot to kind of take that next step as a group?
I mean, we have everything to prove in this league as a group, obviously as individual players, and so I think as a group we weren't satisfied with our performance the other day against Houston, and really wanted to come out and show what we're about. We got great character as a team, and I think we want to be a resilient team. There's going to be games where we're up or down, and we got to continue to get better at finishing games and playing through mistakes and stuff like that. So as a young team, obviously mistakes are going to be a part of it, but for sure, I think we've got great people on the team, and the coaching staff is very ambitious and competitive. So very happy that we could show that tonight.
Franz, it seems like for you the past week or so, especially tonight, your playmaking, you're making reads quicker. It seems like the game's slowing down for you. Have you felt that, especially after the reps you've been getting early in the season?
Yeah, a little bit. Part of it is also getting back used to the spacing and stuff like that, which is a lot different from what I had this summer. So but part of it is also feel more comfortable, and sometimes stuff just works out a little better. So just got to continue to get better. Also got to shout out our bigs, Del, Mo, setting great screens and making those reads a lot easier for us.
Franz, I believe 22 of the first 24 points in the game were scored in the paint. Was that something that you guys talked about coming into the game, just to kind of attack the paint, not settle for shots, off-ball cuts, high-low, and stuff like that, to just kind of go after and attack the rim?
Yeah, all season, honestly, but especially these last couple games, that's when, that's what our game plan is, and it's working really well, I think. I think we're getting to the rim, we're getting fouled, getting a lot of easy points like that in all these games, and we didn't shoot a lot of threes. So I think we can, really hurt some people with, playing that way with our size and athleticism, and that was for sure our game plan.
Chuma, I know Coach has talked a lot about kind of getting into routine and using that as a way to get better. But obviously tonight you had to enter the starting lineup with the circumstances of the game, with the time being moved up. What does that say about kind of how you get yourself ready and how this team gets itself ready, that you guys were able to come out and have the performance that you had and the performance that the team had tonight?
Being that the game was moved up, we just had to come in even more locked in than we usually are. Honestly, especially facing a team like this, a team that could score, but also a slow-paced team. So, we just had to stay locked in for the whole game, play together, and, the outcome was what we would expect if we play like that and lock in like that.
Going good. All right, everyone be safe. Thank you.
Perfect, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Off tomorrow.